You did nothing wrong! Look at me! You did nothing wrong! Nothing wrong! Nothing!
My daughter, she was murdered.
It's an unthinkable crime. A 1-year-old girl found dead in the LA River.
I got a phone call from my sister about what was going on, and I told her I'd meet her here, and I did. And when I got here, I saw all of this, and I'm like, oh my God.
We don't know how to move on without her. She was my best friend. I talk to her every day. And nothing on the phone calls could have prepared me for this.
To be in the same room with the man who murdered all 4 of my children. 2 of them violently in front of me with a gun, Chadney and Kara. And he killed my other 2 babies, Coy and Kaylee.
Let's talk about real life issues, love and relationships. Let's have a good time with the missus. Let's talk about celebrities. Let's talk about current events. Let's talk about things you don't see on regular TV. So join in on PEACHY Time. PEACHY Time. Tune in on PEACHY Time. PEACHY Time. Come join us on PEACHY Time. PEACHY Time. Join us on PEACHY Time. PEACHY Time. Yeah.
Hey,
What up, though? What
it's
up,
your
though?
girl, the missus with the kisses. Mwah! Yes. Oh, I got my nails done. Mwah. He doesn't have his done. I forgot to put my gloss on, y'all. Y'all know I be trying to put my gloss on for Peachy. Mama Peach say something. You know, Mama Peach be on it. She be on it. Peachy kisses. Make sure y'all go get it. We had an order last night. Hopefully she watches the show. And we was a little nervous. We received the money, but we didn't receive no name or no address at first. And I started panicking. I'm like, oh my gosh, what am I supposed to do? And worst come to worst, I'm gonna have to refund her money back because it ended up coming through the Cash App, which means she did order it offline. So shout out to Fred. Shout out to Fred who manages my website. I hit him up at like 12 o'clock midnight our time, so you can just imagine what time it was there. But he woke up, he got straight to work, and he was able to provide me the address, the products that she ordered, and also her name. So shout out to Christy, baby. Hey, Christy. If you're watching, thank you so much for ordering your products. I will be mailing them out on tomorrow. So I'm truly thankful. And thank you to everybody that support me just as well. Don't forget to support me with them stars, baby. Okay. Josette said, hey, y'all, stars. We need them stars, y'all. We got Miss Joyce in the building. Hey, Miss Joyce.
Hey, Miss Joyce.
Now, Miss Joyce. I did tell you that we was going to cover your story tonight.
I did not see anything.
He didn't tell you, but I did. So unfortunately, I will be I'm going to still cover it, but I'm going to cover it on Monday. Okay, either Monday or tomorrow. But tonight, I've just been having so many people reach out to me about doing a show on domestic violence. So for those that have been watching my page and don't know what DV means, that means domestic violence. So that's what we're going to cover today. I have everything set up for y'all. We're going to show just a little bit of how it begins. I guess you could say that, how it begins, and then what could happen if all else fails. Okay? If all else fails, things can happen. I'm just going to say it like that. Things can happen. So that's what we're going to show y'all today. Our main story is actually from 6 years ago. But they had an update on yesterday. So that's what made me pull the story. I did all my research on it and everything. Hey, T-Town. T-Town. Hey, boo. Maybe Audrey gonna come back and say, I meant to say. You don't think so? Don't do my friend like that. Audrey trying to get on you already.
I ain't saying that.
Why? You know, I just went to the store, right? I just went to the store. Yeah, I went to the store at 8 o'clock. Knowing the show started at 9:15. But I went to the show at 8 o'clock. And I get in the car, and then my phone rings. Poolie, who do you think it was?
I don't know.
Who calls me right before my show starts? Who was it? Shout out to Rhonda, baby. Hey, boo. Rhonda, she always call me right before the show starts. And Poolie be like, it must be Rhonda. But she called me in plenty enough time for us to get in what we had to get in and everything. I just said, Tulsa. That's what T-Town means, Tulsa. Yes, Christy was from Tulsa, Oklahoma. And thank you again to Fred, because I did not want to do a refund. But that's what I would end up having to do, was do a refund. So.
Oh, Tulsa. I got it.
You just made me feel like you was just about to say, no refunds. I was like, you will not say that on the show. I just knew that's what you were about to say, baby. It is refunds, y'all. It is refunds if it's what's the word?
No refund.
It's my discretion. It's my discretion, not Poolie discretion. My discretion. Because if it's his discretion, no refunds, as you can see. But yes, we do refunds, okay? Don't purchase nothing under Poolie name. I'm telling y'all now, don't do it. Don't do
purchase
it.
Something under my name, it's quality.
My stuff quality too.
You ain't got to worry about the money back. I'm keeping it.
Well, no, I was sending her money back because I couldn't find her name.
I mean,
that's a good, my discretion to send her money back. I don't want to keep her money. And then she sit there and talk about me because I don't know who Christy is. Hey, boo.
Hey, Christy.
We better get started, y'all, because I have a show for y'all tonight. I assure you, you want to stay in from the beginning to the end. First, we're going to start with our update with Athena. If y'all been following me, you know about Athena, which is the 7-year-old that was in the FedEx truck. She got kidnapped. Baby, when I tell y'all when the truth comes out, y'all finna be knocked off y'all feet if y'all ain't heard about it already. So here go our fair usage, and then we're going straight into our update.
Warning. Federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use and is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe of copyright under 17 USC 107.
Let's talk about real life issues, love and relationships. Let's have a good time with the missus.
Yes, and that information comes after a court record or court document was released today. And the new details shed a light on the investigation and, sadly, what is alleged to have happened to the 7-year-old girl. It comes just after you heard her mother and her attorney publicly vowing to hold accountable all who are responsible for her death. Pink ribbons and balloons mark the area where 7-year-old Athena Strand's body was discovered in the water just off County Road 4668 in Wise County. The suspect, Tanner Lynn Horner, guided Texas Rangers to the spot where court records say he confessed to dumping the child after killing her. The arrest affidavit lays out much more, including what happened at Athena's home when he arrived there to deliver a package. When he was backing up in his FedEx truck, he accidentally hit Athena with the truck, but she was not seriously injured. The defendant stated he panicked and put Athena in the van. He went on to say when Athena told him she would tell her dad what happened, he strangled her with his bare hands in the back of the FedEx van. The records also explain why Athena's stepmother, who was home alone with her, was not immediately aware the child was outside. The stepmother was preparing dinner, and Athena was staying in a converted shed that served as the bedroom for her and her stepsister next to the main home that is under renovation. The records also tell us Horner worked for a FedEx contractor called Big Topspin, and evidence from a video monitoring system inside the van shows Athena was still alive after she was struck. The driver and Athena inside the vehicle talking.
This is the package. It's the first time I'm seeing it.
The release of information just hours after the girl's mother held a news conference with her attorney. They displayed the package Horner is believed to have delivered to the home, a Christmas gift of Barbie dolls meant for Athena. The legal team is also conducting an independent investigation.
We will uncover every person who is responsible through their actions or inactions for the tragedy that happened.
I was robbed of watching her grow up by a man that everyone was supposed to be able to trust to do just one simple task: deliver a Christmas present and leave.
All right, BG, I'm with you on this one, boo. I think the daddy too. Like, why do they have these kids living in the shed? Because they having construction done.
I'm like, what?
But maybe this is something that white people do. Do we got a button? No. Sorry. That's a good one. Yes. Slap the ass. Explicit language, and everything is allegedly. Do not forget. But yes, y'all, they had them staying in a shed.
Well, they say it was converted. So
converted into a shed? Converted what?
To a room.
Yeah, it was converted into a room.
So they put heat in there and beds, furniture.
And y'all may have, I know I have, Pooley have. We've been over to people's house where they have converted their garages, into the man cave, basically. And it's warm.
And the sheds is the same way. So, I mean, it's just the sound of it. A shed?
Yeah,
Wow,
the sound of it,
God.
definitely. Like, I'm not finna reconvert nothing that's outside of my home that my 7-year-old is going to stay in outside of my home at 7 years old.
No.
To me, it's like, well, do they got special cameras in there
No,
for somebody try to bust in on their ass?
Not unless they found some way to connect it to the house.
Well, it sounded like they said it was separated from the house.
That's what it sounds like.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying.
But anyways, this man hit her with the FedEx van. She was still alive. And you still picked her up. You panicked, like they said. Because I do believe that. I do believe he panicked. But you panicked and bring her in the car with you in the van. And because she said, I'm telling my daddy, you kill her? You kill her. And just throw her in the river.
Can't let her tell her daddy I just ran her over.
But they don't know him and he don't know them.
Do you hear what you just said?
I'm telling my daddy.
This man just
I wonder how she said it back there.
Just like that. I'm telling my daddy.
See, I would have pushed her ass right on out that van. Or you run and tell your daddy that. I hope you get well soon. I'm gone. Would have quit the job and everything.
I'm taking that package back and everything.
I wasn't here. I wasn't here.
I was not here.
I'm not. Y'all know how Peachy Tea Time is. We always put our little extra spin on it. You know what I'm saying? But seriously, all jokes aside, he should have stayed there. He hit her. He should have stayed there, called for help, got her mama out there, her stepmother out there. Don't just get in the car and leave. Don't just pick her up and put her in there and not take her to the hospital. Instead, you're going to kill her. Because she said, I'm telling my daddy. She's 7 years old. What else she was supposed to say? I'm telling the police? Because I'm telling you now, if she was black, she definitely wouldn't have said, I'm telling the police. She would have told you, I'm telling my daddy. I'm telling my mama. Because daddy might not be in the picture. I'm telling my mama. I'm telling my uncles or the cousins. You know what I'm saying? So let's get into these comments. Because they coming, baby. They coming. Where we at? Right here. Arrest stepmother too. Exactly. I think she needs to go and be up in there too. And daddy. Yeah, because they should not be living in the shed. Sleeping in the shed.
Well, again, we don't know the situation fully.
I don't care how warm it is.
We don't know what it looked like, Tania.
I don't care. What it can look like? You mean if it's attached to the house?
It might have a hallway to go right in there. They might have
like that house we went and looked at. Yeah. And we had to go outside and walk straight through. Wasn't even that, probably about this long. And walk straight on past and you in a whole nother part of the house. So I get it. But my 7-year-old still ain't staying out there. And then it ain't even both of y'all child.
But it's another child too, ain't it?
Yes. She said the stepsister was out there with her. So she wasn't. We don't know how old the stepsister was.
She might be 15.
Could be. I wouldn't even leave my 15-year-old out there. She might try to sneak some boys. I'm just saying. BG said his story makes no sense.
Yes, it do.
There is more to it than this, and I bet he knows the stepmom. Bet. That's what I'm thinking, BG. I have been thinking that since day one when I saw the clip that maybe he knew the stepmom. I really, really thought that. But I don't know.
Maybe that's why she was telling her daddy.
Look, Audra, not your damn kids. They gonna be living out there. Sorry about the type out. It's okay, girl. I knew what you meant. He lying. He is covering for stepmom some kind of way. Allegedly. So she is really on this stepmom. She really thinks the stepmom has something to do with it. Audra said he probably was the boyfriend. Mm-hmm. Now, keep in mind, see, BG remembers. Keep in mind, the 7-year-old got into it with the stepmother. Yeah. They got into an argument. They got into a heated argument. And when the stepmother went to go look for her.
7-year-old?
Yes, that's what she said. She said they got into an argument. And the step.
Who in the hell argues with a 7-year-old? There's no argument.
Okay.
The hell you arguing for?
What is you doing?
Sit down.
Y'all don't think he do our kids like that.
No, because they know better.
You hitting the microphone and everything. Oh, you need to put your thing on there too. But anyway.
Yeah, anyways.
BG said investigators know an accident when they see one. So he did too much unless stepmom did something first. Allegedly. Hey. She said unless stepmom did something first to Athena, and then boyfriend came and picked up the slack, thinking that he wasn't gonna get caught.
So he didn't even hit her. He hit her.
He hid her. H-I-D. He hid her.
No. Hit. Physically. Hands.
No.
I'm telling my daddy everything.
BG says she agree with Aja. Yes, Poolie, yes. BG says she may be his girlfriend. Allegedly, I'm thinking she's trying to say. And he wanted a quickie, allegedly. And the 7-year-old saw them and then said, I'm telling my daddy. Case closed. Song, baby. Song. That is possible, y'all. Allegedly. But it is possible. We're not saying it ain't possible. All right, y'all. So let's get started. Let's get started with our domestic violence show. That's what it is. And again, I'm gonna just show y'all a few clips of what I know. I want to make sure I say it right. I'm gonna show y'all clips of kind of like the red flags, but ain't really red flags. It's like if this happened, now I need to go type shit. Okay. But if I stay, this could possibly happen to me. And we have 3 big stories on this could possibly happen to me. Okay. So we're gonna get started. We got 2 more questions, 2 more comments. Oh, she just laughing. They just laughing. BG said talking about sorry about typo. It's okay, boo. It's okay. I promise you, it's okay. All right, y'all. This one is called Trying to Get Away. Trying to Get Away. Y'all know I name my clips now. Trying to Get Away. Here we go.
Yeah, this is an absolutely horrible story. 11th Precinct responding to the scene along with Special Victims Unit. Luckily, thankfully, the suspect turned himself in very quickly while we were actually still on the scene, but a family absolutely scared and heartbroken. Take a look.
I got a phone call from my sister about what was going on, and I told her I'd meet her here, and I did. And when I got here, I saw all of this, and I'm like, oh my God.
Bridget Gaither was crossing the street with her 4 children, trying to get away from her significant other when police say he purposely drove right towards them and into the group. It happened Wednesday night at Van Dyke and Stockton on Detroit's east side. Both Bridget and her 15-year-old daughter, Brianna, hit. Rushed to an area hospital, last listed in critical condition.
It's a tragic event. It's unfortunate. And he is in custody. So we will be pursuing charges with regard to this case.
After crashing his van into the side of a building and then running away, the suspect turned himself in at a nearby precinct. Family members say Bridget and the kids were walking to a bus stop not far from home, trying to get away from the suspect when he hit them.
Domestic violence is really bad to this degree. To get run over by a vehicle, that's bad.
The other 3 children not hurt physically, but the emotional scars will no doubt last for a long time. And I can tell you, that was absolutely heartbreaking. We saw the youngest children. They are 2 twins. They're twins, 6 years old. We saw them after all this. They had witnessed this and they were hanging out in a police car for a while. But it was just absolutely tragic. They are actually the children of Bridget and the suspect. So they saw their father run their mother over. The looks on their faces, I can't even imagine what's going through their little heads right now. So our heart goes out to them. Of course, we are live at the 11th Precinct on the east side. Camila Mary, Fox 2 News.
You know, timing when you catch someone like this is so critically important. The fact that he went and turned himself in, obviously his conscience caught up with him pretty quickly.
Yeah, and you bring up a really good point, because it's not often where we are at a scene and in that short amount of time from when it happens to when we're on the scene to finding out in real time that he turned himself in. That doesn't usually happen. So at least he did the right thing in that way, but this should have never happened. Rue, Dave, back to you.
Well said. Camila Mary for us live. Thank you.
All right, y'all. That was a sad situation because those was his kids. and her kids.
Stupid.
And you just ran right into all of them. Like, I'm just gonna take all y'all out.
That motherfucker was crazy already.
Very crazy. Please don't forget, y'all. Please like and share this video. Subscribe to the YouTube page. Hit that thumbs up to like the video on YouTube. Hey, YouTube.
Pass it on. Share.
Yes, it's so important to share, y'all, because the
It don't
people
cost
that
nothing.
it don't cost. Look, talk about money, but he's right. It don't cost nothing at all, and it's basically just to let people be aware of Peachy Tea Time, and the show, because I feel like I got a popping show. I really feel that way, and we're talking about crime. We're bringing awareness to our Black community, and sometimes white community too. So please don't forget to share. And hey, Roku. Hey, y'all. We on Roku tonight. We had some issues on Wednesday night. I do apologize. What we will be doing going forward, if me and Pooley or myself or Jason, if we're not ready, we're going to still go ahead and start the live. And you'll see it running at the bottom of the screen like you see now about our Peachy story. You'll see it saying that the show will start shortly. Okay, so we got to do that in order for Roku to start properly. And we didn't do that on Wednesday. So I apologize, but we learning. We learning some things. So let's go ahead and get into this next one. This is another we're gonna call it red flags then. This is another red flag. The different person.
Another name for this one.
This one is Maxine Congress. That's her name, Maxine Congress.
So that's what you named it.
That's what I named it.
See?
Here we go. We got a couple clips on it, y'all.
Red flags.
Today, the Marion County coroner identified the woman killed as 23-year-old Maxine Congress. She was found shot in a car near 40th and Emerson Tuesday night.
Our Rich Nye's been covering this story for days now.
And tonight he's learned the suspect was romantically involved at one point with 3 women connected to this case.
The flowers and balloons at 40th and Emerson are a memorial to Maxine Congress. She was shot just down the street from here Tuesday evening and died at the hospital. Maxine was 23 years old. Police and the families agree this started with a 29-year-old woman coming to this house. She wanted to fight the new girlfriend of her ex-boyfriend, 27-year-old Fred Pipes Jr. Maxine also previously dated Pipes and was with the ex-girlfriend. The ex-girlfriend told police she also wanted this puppy, Midas, and a ferret from the house, but no one answered. They waited just down the street in Maxine's car when another car with the new girlfriend and Pipes in the back seat arrived.
A neighbor says he saw a man get out of a car from the rear seat behind the driver. The neighbor says he saw the man stand in the middle of the street and fire 2 shots from a handgun into the other car.
Police arrested Pipes Wednesday at an apartment on the northwest side, but he is not yet formally charged.
My son he's a normal working person, and he never did all this because me and my ex-wife, we raised him up being a good man.
The gun used allegedly belonged to the new girlfriend, and Pipes Jr. says she was the one who got out of the car and fired the shots.
This was her 23rd birthday party.
Maxine's mom says the ex-girlfriend was the intended target, but a shot ricocheted off Maxine's ribcage, going through her heart twice.
And I used to tell her, everybody is not your friend. But she had that heart where she went because the girl asked her to take her to go and fight the girlfriend, and she did it, not knowing that was going to be the last time she ever see anybody again.
LaToya Harmon believes the new girlfriend and the driver of the other car should also be charged in her daughter's death.
Domestic dispute this week on Indy's northeast side apparently led to a woman being killed by accident.
Yeah, today Fox 59's Jesse Wells spoke with the victim's mother, and tonight he explains how police were able to make a quick arrest.
The balloons and flowers taped to this sign mark the spot where a 23-year-old woman was shot sitting in the passenger seat of her friend's car, but court records now claim the woman who lost her life was not the intended target.
Tuesday night, here at 40th and Emerson, a woman was shot inside a car. The victim, Maxine Congress, died after being rushed to the hospital.
She lost her life over something that had absolutely nothing to do with heard.
Maxine's mother echoed the story from this affidavit, which claims Frederick Pipes intended to shoot his ex-girlfriend who was driving Maxine's car, but the bullet hit Maxine by mistake.
My baby was innocent. She had absolutely nothing to do with what was going on.
Court records also claim the suspect's ex-girlfriend admitted she planned to meet the suspect's current girlfriend for a fight, and that dispute led to the shooting.
You know, this domestic violence issue isn't just the victims or the survivors or the agencies that's working with domestic violence. It's an issue for everyone, and it can impact everyone.
Danielle Smith, the city's domestic violence awareness advocate, says the case illustrates that victims of domestic violence are not limited to just intimate partners.
Unfortunately, those killers aren't thinking about who's around. Those shooters aren't thinking about who's going to be hit if I shoot this gun.
In fact, in a different case just last month, another innocent woman was killed by a stray bullet following a domestic dispute she wasn't connected to outside the rural inn. As for Pipes, after his arrest, police claim he blamed his current girlfriend for the killing, but multiple witnesses identified Pipes as the shooter. Maxine's mother has known the suspect for years and is still struggling to make sense of the violence.
His sisters are my god kids. How could you do this to me?
Finally, Pipes was arrested on a preliminary charge of murder. He's being held without bond at the Marion County Jail. Jesse Wells, Fox 59 News.
Right. Shout out to Miss Joyce. Thank you, Miss Joyce, for sending me that story. I really appreciate that. Do y'all think that the girlfriend and the ex-girlfriend should be charged in this case? Pulley said yeah. I said no. And let me tell you why. Maxine, it was Maxine's car.
Why she wasn't driving?
Exactly. It was Maxine's car.
Sound like she was finna get out and fight.
It was her. It was both of them had dated the guy before. So they was actually, both of the young ladies was his ex-girlfriend. Friends.
So they was both about to get out and jump.
That's how I feel. That was the plan. For both of them to get out and jump that girl. His current girlfriend.
Ain't no way that I'm letting you drive my car and you going to fight.
And you going to fight. That don't even make sense to me. Like, if you're not going to fight, you need to be the getaway driver. I'm just being honest. Somebody got to drive off if she get her ass whooped.
I mean, she still died senselessly.
Very senselessly. He should not have gotten out that car, allegedly, because they are saying that he said that his current girlfriend did it, and his current girlfriend is saying he did it, but allegedly he used his girlfriend's gun. But witnesses said that they saw him get out the back seat first. And they saw him stand in front of the car and start shooting. So right now,
so he basically met with both of them.
Yeah, I think he saw them when they was coming back. He knew it was her car, and he probably they out here. They want to start some mess. You know, they probably done called. We coming through. I want that dog, because that's what they said. She said that she wanted the dog and the ferret that was in the house. I don't know, y'all. I don't know.
It's sad, man.
Very, very sad. Very sad and senseless. Senseless. Because we still don't know what happened. We still don't know what caused, besides she wanted to go get the ferret and the dog. I mean, if they was in their right minds, they could have went and got the ferret. I'm talking about all of them. If everybody was in their right mind, there should not have been any problem with her coming to get the dog and the ferret if they both belong to her. If it belonged to her, then give her
to them when they was together.
Give her her shit.
Now they ain't together no more. I want my dog.
Now she want it back. She probably ain't fed that dog not nan day.
And we don't know how old.
I'll just make it up. I don't know.
We don't know how old the new girlfriend is. How new is she?
And not only that,
2 months. 3
months, he done had both of them was his girlfriend, his ex-girlfriends. How long they been with him? You know what I'm saying? Who was with him first between the two? And how long was they together before the other one became an ex-girlfriend? Like, how did y'all decide that y'all want to be friends? Friends enough to go and jump on another girl?
They was probably already friends.
Even when they was dating?
Just like the crib, babe. It's just like the crib.
Well.
It's so small that your friends done dated some of your exes, and
you right.
y'all still kick it, and y'all done been around this dude.
Exactly. So that ends our red flags. Now we're about to get into each one gets worse. I'm telling y'all that now. Each story gets worse. So this right here, it really wasn't a domestic issue, but she did say that her baby daddy was angry when he came to pick up the kids. And the reason why I'm telling y'all this is because this young lady is hard of hearing. And so she talks like she's deaf. So a lot of it you really can't quite understand, but you can. I've listened to it several times, so that's why I'm able to understand what she's saying. But she said that he did come and that he was angry, but she just didn't think he was that mad. She said basically he wasn't mad at her. At least she thought he wasn't. And he didn't seem like he was that mad to where he was gonna take and do something to his kids. Okay. They had 2 kids together. But y'all watch this. Watch this twist. Leilani.
More than 100 friends and family members turned out in Long Beach tonight to support a young mother after the death of her 1-year-old baby girl. The baby's 22-year-old father is charged with her murder.
Leilani's body was found in the LA River after she was reported missing. Carlos Saucedo joins us live from Long Beach, where a candlelight vigil was held to remember the baby girl. Carlos?
Mike and shared just a heartbreaking story. Family and friends gathered to remember Leilani. The 1-year-old girl was killed allegedly at the hands of her own father. Tonight, family members are demanding justice. Through song and prayer, a powerful show of support to help a grieving mother in anguish. At times, it was difficult for Lanisha Hull to stand on her own 2 feet while at a vigil for her 1-year-old daughter, Leilani Dream Burley.
Leilani, I'm so sorry, baby.
Police say little Leilani was murdered by her own father. Her body found at the LA River under the Ocean Beach Boulevard Bridge in Long Beach Monday. On Wednesday night, more than 100 family members and friends gathered near the site for a candlelight vigil to pay their respects.
We didn't deserve to lose a precious angel like this. And I'm just trying to tell each and every family out there, hold on to your child.
Inglewood police arrested the baby girl's father, 22-year-old Javion Burley, seen here in a previous booking photo. Authorities say he picked up Leilani and her 3-year-old brother at a Long Beach apartment on Sunday. But when he returned to his Inglewood home, the children's grandmother says Javion only had the boy and there was no sign of his sister. Javion has since been charged with murder and child endangerment.
Please help me understand why did you do this to my baby?
A motive remains a mystery. While family members seek answers, they also want justice for a baby allegedly killed at the hands of her own father.
You're gonna reap what you sow.
That's all I want, justice for her and my family.
Now, Leilani's father's arraignment was continued for next month. In the meantime, family members have set up a GoFundMe page to help with funeral expenses. You can find a link to that by heading over to our website, ktla.com. Reporting live tonight in Long Beach, Carlos Salcedo, KTLA 5 News.
Long Beach, baby. Long Beach. We ain't going to Long Beach, y'all. We ain't going to Long Beach. They doing crazy shit. But they doing it here too. But yes. So he went over there to pick up the kids. She didn't think that he was that upset about anything. Do I feel like she knows more? Yes. I feel like something happened. Like, even if somebody else bothered him, these was both of his kids now. If somebody else bothered him, why would he, number one, kill his kids?
Was that his son too?
Yeah, that was his son.
So he brought the son.
Allegedly, that was his son,
So
because that's what the grandma said.
So I'm gonna say allegedly, the daughter was his.
Yeah, the daughter was his.
No,
Oh, allegedly. Allegedly.
he mad at her. See, at the end, she sucked that shit up, and she said, "You gonna reap what you sow."
I didn't even think about that, baby. I did not think about that at all. Maybe he found out that baby, the Leilani, was not his.
That right there kind of bothered me, that you would take 2 kids away from the house and then bring one back.
No, not bring one back. He took both the kids from the house, and then once he got to his mom's house where he lives at, he only brought the little boy.
That's what I'm saying.
So the mama,
You
like,
leave and
the
then
grandma,
come
I
back
mean,
with 1 kid.
yeah, the grandma, like, where is the baby at? And he kept saying, "Oh, she all right. Don't worry about it. You ain't got to worry about her." So I'm assuming grandma called mama. And mama kept asking him when she, she kept calling him and asking him, "Where is my baby at?" And he was like, "Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. She all right. She all right." And then that's when she went straight to social media and started posting on social media that he took the baby. She don't know where the baby at. And then all these different posts started changing to when she found out that he killed her. Poolie, that's good. That's a good one. I did not think of that. That probably is, because I kept wondering, like, why he ain't kill both of them? Thank God he didn't, y'all. Thank God he didn't. But that's what I thought, like, why he didn't kill both of them, why he chose to keep the son but not the daughter, but both of them is supposed to be his kids. And then the baby is a baby. She's only 1 year old. That's your baby. That's your heart. That's your girl. At least that's what we think.
But it only take one time for you to say, "Oh, why she ain't yours?"
There's a lot of women that play those games, even knowing that it is theirs.
And then
they would still play that game.
And then he take that as 100 and go nuts.
Yeah, exactly. So let's get in the clip too. And she was so cute. Oh, she was so freaking cute. Here we go.
Guys, this is a very heartbreaking story. This all happened Sunday night when the suspect's own mother was the one who called police asking about her missing granddaughter. And this afternoon, a devastated mother is just simply asking, why did this happen?
My daughter, she was murdered by her father. He pulled off the bed.
Leilani Dream Burley was only a year old. Lanisha Hull says the baby's father, 22-year-old Javion Burley, picked up their kids Sunday night like he normally does. He returns them on Wednesday. Sunday night, according to the family, he takes the couple's son to his mom's house. He doesn't have their daughter. The family says they found out yesterday that the baby was found in shallow water in Long Beach and that the father was in custody.
He came to my home to pick up my kid. He was angry at the time, but normal though. He was normal. He didn't look like he was planning something or anything at all.
Inglewood police released a statement saying they've arrested the baby's father and that their investigation is ongoing.
How can you do that?
Was this your pillow?
This is my dad's pillow. I can't live with me every day.
Miss Hull tells me the last thing she said to the baby's father as he was driving away Sunday night, drive safe.
My daughter, she was murdered.
It's an unthinkable crime. A 1-year-old girl found dead in the LA River. The girl's father now under arrest on suspicion of murder.
He pulled her off the bed. murder my baby.
Little Leilani Dream and her 3-year-old brother were picked up Sunday at their mother's house by their father, 22-year-old Javion Burley. When he arrived back home, he only had one of the kids with him. His mother, the kid's grandmother, noticed Leilani wasn't there and called police.
He was angry at the time, but no, he was not. He didn't look like he was planning something or anything at all.
But she says Burley didn't strap the little girl into the car. She had to, and then he began driving erratically as he left with the kids, stopping and starting. It was the last time she saw her daughter alive. The little girl was found in shallow waters beneath the Ocean Boulevard Bridge in Long Beach. We don't yet know whether she died from the fall or whether she was already gone.
I don't understand. Why would he do this to my daughter? I don't understand. How can a father do this to their own child?
Now, Hull says her son keeps asking where his little sister is, and this mother is left without an answer and without a little girl she should be holding right now.
I can't let me every day.
Pooley just said a good thing. He said, how old was the little boy? Because he felt that the little boy should have been able to tell what happened. And I felt the same way when I saw it the first time.
Or some of what happened.
Yeah, bits and pieces. You know.
Where they been or where they went, where they stopped. He might not have did it in front of his son.
But he should he should have been able to tell them Leilani didn't get back in the car when we stopped by the water, or something like that. But I don't know, because he looked like he about 4 or 5 years old. About 4 or 5. That's the way he looked. So I don't know, y'all. We just gotta pray for these people. We have to pray for these people. We have to pray for these people. I'm glad they caught him. I'm glad he didn't try and take his own self out. But I don't know what could possibly make a man that mad that he got to take out the child. Like, she the one that made you mad. She the one that pissed you off. Why are you taking out the kid? Besides, that's what's going to hurt her the most. I mean, because it's men that you tell them that you finna leave them and they ready to kill your whole family. I don't get it. I don't get it. So I told y'all the clips get worse. So here go the next one. Family of 4. The dad killed the wife, the 2 kids, and then shot himself. Here we go.
American dream became an American nightmare for some Kenyan immigrants.
WDRB Stefan Johnson tells us what family members are saying about a weekend triple murder and suicide that stunned this community.
Family members say no one saw this coming. The mother, a registered nurse, and the 2 girls, honor students behind me here at Manual and No Middle School.
Mary is my sister.
Over the weekend, Emily Muchemi received an unexpected message from a family member on Facebook.
She said, please call me. It's about Mary.
The phone call was about a devastating discovery.
They went to the house and they found them all gone. And he had killed himself as well.
Police say Gary Stanton shot and killed his wife Mary and 2 daughters, 17-year-old Adriana and 11-year-old Brianna, before killing himself inside their home near Valley Station on Saturday.
When I got the call, I just started screaming, so everybody knew there was something wrong.
Muchemi and her mother live in Seattle, Washington, but talk to Mary every day.
Sometimes even 5 times a day. That's how close we were.
Muchemi says the family immigrated from Kenya and Mary fell in love and settled in Louisville.
To America is to pursue the American dream. And then she met Gary and they got married in 2009.
Muchemi says Mary was also very driven and became a registered nurse.
And then she started working. at different nursing homes and then the hospital.
Meanwhile, Muchemi says despite their daily conversations, she never expected the dream to turn into a nightmare.
We didn't see anything. Nothing.
In fact, Muchemi says the whole family was together in October after their father died.
It was a sudden death too. He slept and he didn't wake up. Mary, Gary, Brianna, and Adriana all came to Seattle for his memorial there.
Family members have set up a GoFundMe page to help cover the cost of travel expenses and funeral arrangements. To find out how you can donate, just head to our website and click on this story. With photographer Dave White, I'm Stefan Johnson.
Rick, Vicky, the family tells me they never suspected anything like this would happen. While they're grieving, they're also trying to understand what led up to their deaths.
We don't know how to move on without her. She was my best friend. I talk to her every day. And nothing on the phone calls could have prepared me for this.
Emily Muchemi says her family is still in shock after finding out her sister and nieces were shot and killed in this home on the 4500 block of East Pages Lane on Saturday. Police say Gary Stanton shot and killed his wife Mary and two daughters, 17-year-old Adriana Stanton and 11-year-old Brianna Stanton. Then he turned the gun on himself.
It was a shock, and it's very painful for a mother. But there's nothing I can do.
Mary's sister says her family never noticed any signs of abuse or problems in the marriage.
There was nothing that could prepare us for this. There was no warning sign, nothing whatsoever. They seemed happy.
Mary's friend Lillian Namai says the girls had bright futures ahead of them. Adriana was a senior at DuPont Manual High School, and Brianna was in 6th grade at No Middle School. And Mary was from Kenya, committed to providing her family the best life.
She's not just a lady who was shot in the house with her kid. She was a nurse. She was an entrepreneur. She loved her family so well.
But this isn't the first time the family has experienced tragedy this year. Last month, the Muchemis lost their father. Now Emily says the pain of losing her sister and nieces is almost too great to bear.
I didn't tell her goodbye. I didn't tell her that I love her. I didn't tell the girls that I love them too.
Oh, If that wasn't hard, I don't know what to tell y'all. Like, how can I say this? This was like the picture perfect marriage. Picture perfect. And I do what I do. I do my research now. I'm like, okay, well, this her sister. Look like she in the States with her. You know, maybe she don't want to tell everything. Well, I get to searching, and I see her brother. Both of their brother, allegedly, in Kenya. I did not record it. I did not play it. And the reason why I did not do it is because it was very, very, very hard to understand his language. It was like talking to Fred. But I talk to Fred so much that I'm able to understand him a lot quicker than anybody else would. Let's say that. So I understood a lot what he was saying, but a lot of it I could not understand as well. But the things that I did get from it was that he basically said the same thing she said, Poolie. That they had the perfect marriage, the perfect life. Coming from Kenya, where they lived at, you know, this like a dream come true to come to the U.S., where we here in the U.S., like we trying to get away from here because it's so messed up down here or here. He saw his sister leave, and she making it. And when they come down here and, you know, make money, get bread, but they send it back home to help their families that can't make it over here, correct? That's what they do. So that's basically what she was doing. And he wasn't broke either. They both had money. They both was living good. Now, I don't think they was living as good as this next story, baby. I don't think they was living as good as them. But these people was living good for our black community. I'll say that compared to the other one.
Man, what will make you kill your
The whole family. Like,
let your kids
your
grow
whole
up
family.
and flourish. Yeah, they might be hurt at the time, man, but they gonna grow out of that and flourish.
Well, I don't know if they're gonna grow out of it. We can't say grow out of it.
No, I'm not.
It'll
saying
make
grow,
it. It'll
I'm
be
not
easier
saying
for
grow
her, for
out-
them.
I'm not saying grow out of it. I'm just saying,
It'll
grow
get
with
easier. It'll get easier for them. Let's get into these comments.
But I mean, no matter what happens to us,
hell,
our kids still should have a future.
Yeah, we ain't got no comments right now. It was some crap that people be posting on here just to be posting something. But anyway, so that was that one. Now we finna get into the same scenario. Family of 5. And y'all know I always say this when I show these type of these clips. PGT time is for our black community. I try to show y'all clips on our black community, all that. But sometimes if it touched my heart, it touched my heart. And I'll show any race. And what you smiling for? Because I got down packed now, don't I? You would think I wrote that out. I ain't write it out, but I just say it every time I get ready to play some white people.
Yeah.
You know what?
That's
still
why.
showing
That's
on
why I
here?
was smiling, because I knew.
Let me see if it's still showing.
I don't see the clip, but
Oh, it ain't on here no more. SZA claimed that she's retiring from music. What?
Who?
SZA. After SOS and social media users are not okay. Oh, wow.
Man, if you don't get
But
up for that.
no, I wanted to show you. I was going to show y'all something else. But I saw a little brief news article that a guy that was a podcaster or a YouTuber or whatnot, he had 14 million followers. And I don't lost my train of thought. He got 14 million followers, and it was something. I didn't read the article. I just saw the little picture on the MSN. It was on the MSN.
So you gonna tell us what you saw in the picture?
I was about to tell y'all, but I know he had 14. So if y'all see something that's like 14
Come on,
million
man.
followers,
Go on to the next thing.
send it to me. But something happened
that
he had these 14 million. See, I almost had it, but you keep doing all that. Man, I think about it before the end of the show. I did. I'll tell y'all about the end of the show. Okay.
Sorry.
Family of 5.
Sorry, y'all.
Oh,
Family
I'm sorry.
Family of 5.
Read that. Family of 5 and what else?
And a dog.
We're not going to laugh. We are not going to laugh at this.
Really?
He done killed all 5 of them.
And the dog.
4, and then him.
No, you had to kill the dog first. You had to kill the dog first.
You think he had to kill the dog?
You had to kill the dog first. You couldn't have killed the dog last, bro. You had to kill the dog first.
Baby, look at this house, though. Look at this house.
The dog.
Here we go.
It was common knowledge among the families, friends, and neighbors that the couple was going through a difficult divorce. But court papers show just how volatile the relationship was.
A growing memorial and deepening grief at the home on Acacia Terrace, where the unthinkable became real.
Very heavy, just in tears all day, not sure how to process it.
Officials identifying the family found dead as 36-year-old Vera Kislyak and her husband, 39-year-old Andrei Kislyak, seen here in a family friend's photo. Also killed their daughters, 6-year-old Vivian and 4-year-old Amelia, and Andrei's 67-year-old mother.
It appears that the cause of death for those decedents are all sharp force injuries.
Police have said little since the bodies were discovered during a well-being check requested by Vera's coworker. But Lake County court records show multiple filings by the Kislyaks, including a divorce petition and an order of protection filed by Vera against her husband, in which she alleged he had a history of violence and had a gun. That weapon later turned over to police.
She confided in my mom, and my mom told her, "You need to get out."
In this affidavit, Vera said her husband had threatened to kill and disfigure her, and at one point had hidden away the children. In September, Andre was arrested, records show, for violating the protection order when he allegedly entered the home when his wife was there. He was freed after posting 10% of a $5,000 bond.
Still, it appeared this week the Kisliaks were getting closer to finalizing their divorce. A court filing the day before their bodies were discovered shows the couple had agreed to sell this home.
Hey, we back, y'all. You know what I think about this clip? Because all I could see was this house and how beautiful this house was.
Wow.
And I feel like some women and men, I feel like they have all these material things. And I don't think they don't want to go through the process of who gonna get this, who gonna get that. We built all this together. I want this. I want that. No, you can't have the custody of the kids. I want the kids. Well, I don't want to do joint custody. They don't want to go through all of that. That's a lot to go through. When once upon a time, all y'all did was go and look at each other and say, hey, can we go on a date? I like you. That's how I got started. Now we got to go through all this and pay money to have this done. And I feel like that's what a lot of these rich celebrity women, men too, but mainly women, you know, they done gave up their whole career to support their husbands, stay at home, have the kids. You giving me everything I want, plus more. And now we got to get a divorce, and I got to go live by myself. I got to downgrade if I don't get the money that I feel like I deserve. Like, it's like I could go on and on and on. I could go on and on and on.
That's
what. That's what. Say it.
crazy. This man done killed everybody.
Everybody. Ain't nobody getting the money. The kids ain't getting our hard-earned money. The dog ain't getting our hard-earned money. They ain't finna feed this dog another damn bone. He would not get another puppy child.
You kill mama too?
He would not get another doggy outfit, baby.
Why you kill your mama?
You killed your own mama. What did your mama do to you besides raise you, brought you into this world, fed and clothed you? Probably helped you with your damn wedding. Help watch your kids while y'all want to go out and do whatever y'all want to do. And then you gonna sit her and take her on up out of here too? Baby. And then he done took his own self. If you gonna take your own stuff, you might as well do us all a favor and just take yourself and leave us the hell alone. That's sad.
That's a good way of doing it too. Call everybody in the house. Call them all in the living room. Say what you got to say. Then blow your brains out.
Yeah, blow your brains out.
I mean, if you just want to be mean, you know, you just want your rage to be seen. You just want payback. Whatever it is that you're thinking in your head, why you want to kill everybody else and then kill yourself. Do yourself first. But if you want to just do it like that, be nasty and just call everybody in the room. Hey, y'all, got something to tell everybody. Tell everybody what you going to tell them. Tell them to step the hell back. Blah. Blow your brains out right there, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, Mama Peach, I think that's who it is. If you can find it, either send it to me or just put it briefly in the chat. I'll just laughing. I'll just still laughing.
Your mom's trying to help your ass out.
She is. She trying to help me. Thank you, Mama Peach. Help me, girl. Help me. Because I can't remember what it was. But okay, y'all, we still got a couple more clips. We got one more clip of this. Or did we play both of them? Let's see.
together to cover the funeral costs of the Buffalo Grove family who fell victim to domestic violence as new details emerge about the murder-suicide. Police confirmed today which member of the family carried out those killings.
WGN Sean Lewis has the latest from Buffalo Grove.
The murder-suicide of the Kislyak family rocked not only these northwest suburbs, but beyond. And advocates for domestic violence survivors and victims say it points to a larger issue that needs to be addressed as we learn more details of this tragedy. Tonight, confirmation from Buffalo Grove police saying 39-year-old Andre Kislyak is the one who took the lives of his whole family and then himself. It was November 30th that police came to the home for a well-being check, having to force their way inside and finding 5 family members dead. Police say it was Andre who stabbed to death his estranged wife, 36-year-old Vera, their 2 daughters, 6-year-old Vivian and 4-year-old Amelia, as well as his own 67-year-old mother Lilia, and the family pet.
They were scared to go back to their houses. They didn't want to go back.
Friends who knew the girls say they cannot believe their dad would go this far.
Amelia, she was more on the shyer side, and Vivian, she liked to play. She liked to watch videos. It's just sad that it happened. Why would he even think about it?
Court records show that the couple had a history of domestic violence, were going through a divorce, and that Vera had recently asked a court to lift an order of protection against Andre and allow him to move back into the family home.
And that's where everything went haywire, I'm assuming, allegedly. She asked them to lift it. They lifted it. He was able to come back in the home. And look what happened. Exactly. But I tell y'all one thing.
Oh, what's that little, what it is on TikTok?
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. No, no. No, no. I know exactly what you're talking about. Oh, no. You're so retarded. You're crazy. But I do know one thing. I ain't trying to be funny, y'all, whatsoever. But you best believe it's somebody in that neighborhood that's sitting back watching, thinking, so when this house gonna go on sale? When can I move into this house?
I don't know if I want to move in the house. Huh?
I would. I don't know them folks. I bet you I would.
Well, you gonna get to know them because they blood all over it.
They'll clean it up.
No,
if I got enough money, they clean it up spick and span. I would take it. I sure would. That house was nice, which means they had money.
That means his spirit is in that house.
You wouldn't do it?
No.
We wouldn't.
Man, listen.
Even if they gave it to us?
Man, listen. You going to have to tell me that did not happen in there. You
well,
cannot
if we
tell
wasn't
me
doing,
that happened.
if we wasn't doing Peachy Tea Time, we wouldn't have known that happened up in there.
If I don't know, it can't hurt me. But me knowing,
you'll be scared to go to sleep at night.
All right, check this out.
You'll be scared to go to sleep at night.
I'm just gonna give you an example.
Would you be scared to go to sleep at night?
I'm just going to give you an example.
Just tell us that. Would you be yes or no?
No.
Okay, go ahead. Tell us the example. Excuse me.
I'm gonna give you this this truffle.
One of these examples. Okay, give me a truffle.
Yeah. You eat it.
That's it?
Yeah. But then I give you a truffle.
So that ain't it.
I'm gonna give you another truffle. Nah, this time I'm gonna tell you that this truffle.
He just said that was it, y'all.
That was it at the time.
Cause I'm like, I know you ain't finna leave a story like that.
This truffle had shit on it. I wiped it off and gave it to you.
That's just like the story?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Just because you let him come back in, that don't mean he done changed. He's still the same person.
This ain't
no
got
matter
nothing,
what he got on.
This ain't got nothing to do with him. This got something to do with that damn house we was talking about.
Oh, we back on the house again.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I'm gonna
still,
give you.
dirty. It still ain't right.
I'm gonna give you this truffle, but it has some shit on it.
They just cleaned it.
I cleaned it.
Yeah, it had boo boo on it.
But it had shit on it.
Boo boo.
But you gonna eat this truffle?
Can we say boo boo?
Are you gonna eat this truffle?
When we say boo boo, don't think about Bernardo.
Man, don't worry
boo-boo.
Don't worry about what it's called now. Are you gonna eat it? Now that you know, it has some shitty boo boo.
Y'all know I ain't.
Now it has some shitty boo boo on it. You gonna eat this truffle?
No. Okay, Poolie, I don't want the house. Okay, I don't want the house no more. You have made your point. I don't want the house, y'all. I don't want the house no more.
Your mama ain't gonna come in.
Oh no, mama ain't coming. I don't want the house. If my mama ain't coming in, I don't want the house. Cause mama knows what happened.
She ain't stepping foot in that house.
Y'all have to understand, me and Poolie have been together since I was 19 years old, and I am 43 years old. He know my mama very well. And he knows. Gigi will be just like this. Y'all know I only know 2 of them on here. It is, but how many of these is it? 3, 6, 9, 12, 16, 19. 19.
Oh, yeah. She is not teaching my kids math.
I've been drinking. I already told you. After addition and subtraction, you on the pool. And I can't help you with nothing else.
9, 12.
I can't help you with nothing else after addition and subtraction. But I can help when it comes to my money. I can help. I know all the ins and outs of my money. But when it comes to schoolwork, addition and subtraction, Fully gonna handle the rest. Thank you. All right, y'all. This is our last story.
It's 24.
It's 24 of them, y'all. It's 24 buttons. And I only know 2. Baby. And it's that stop.
Excellent.
Oh, it wasn't stop. This ain't nothing new. Fully laugh at me all the time. But I'm just saying, all them, and I only know 2. I only use 2. I need to study this doggone thing. I don't care. And I ain't got time to actually look and try to read them. That's the thing. I would have to literally look down like this and try to read them. And I know 3. I know 3.
Hey, you can read them. What it say don't mean nothing. All right. For instance, this says naughty.
We gotta go. We gotta go to the next one. We gotta go to the next clip. Okay, y'all. This is our last story. We have to put some little laughter in there. You know what? Let's go to commercial first. Because this is our actual peachy story of the night. Where this man killed 4 kids. 2 of them wasn't his, and 2 of them was his. 1 of them was an adult. The other one was a teenager that wasn't his, and the 2 were little girls that was his. He done killed all 4. Tried to kill the mama, but God said, "No, you will not." Shout out to God. God said, "No, you will not."
That's the one she know.
Yes, that's the one I know. This is called the Faith Green story. We have quite a few clips on this. So before we get started, let's go ahead and get into our commercials, and then we'll be right back.
Let's talk about real life issues, love and relationships. Let's have a good time with the missus. Let's talk about celebrities. Let's talk about current events. Let's talk about things you don't see on regular TV. So join in on Tea Time. Peachy Tea Time. Tune in on Peachy Tea Time. Peachy Tea Time. Come join us on Peachy Tea Time. Peachy Tea Time. You understand?
Like shocked.
Hold on, Jessica. I'm sorry. Tanya, don't play with me. Don't play with me, okay? I do my shit very thoroughly. I know it's in there. I know you can see it. Now, your best bet is not to even come back up here, Tanya, because my real upsetness is with you as a woman, okay? So don't play with me and tell me you can't get up here. I don't see it when I just put it out there. Don't play with me. Jessica, proceed. Go ahead, boo.
So where was I at?
I don't know. I don't know.
How are you doing? I mean, you mentioned the short-term memory loss.
Honestly, I have a lot of bad days. My depression has gotten worse. Like I used to didn't believe those commercials where they say depression hurts. It really hurts. There's days I cannot get up. I have to kind of pep talk myself. It's it's a hard day. It's hard. This year is worse than last year.
Worse because as time passes, the reality of what happened is slowly sinking in. One of the things that keeps her going is the outpouring of support she's received from all over the world.
I did write something to tell everybody. I'm sorry.
Take your time.
I just wanted to take this time out to say thank you to everyone that donated in any way to help my family and I during the tragedy we gone through. So many people wrote letters, sent flowers, visited me, and prepared food.
Well, you couldn't possibly write everybody back that wrote you.
I wanted to, but it was just every time I thought about it, I'm just like, oh my God, it's overwhelming, and I didn't want people to think like I forgot about them or because they reached out to me and helped me.
As she tries to heal, her focus is also on helping others. She's holding a memorial this Sunday in honor of her children. It's a celebration where she's also raising money for scholarships.
I hope that it helps somebody else that lost a child, whether it's to murder or disease. When you lose a child, I can't even explain it. Once you're a mom and you give birth, that connection, and it's a hard thing to deal with. It's very hard, whether it's one, whether it's four, it's very hard, and it's like, I don't know if you ever really come to the realization of it.
It is simply unimaginable. Chadney Allen Sr. lost his only children, allegedly killed by a man who tried to use an insanity defense in 1992 when he killed his wife and unborn child.
My daughter was beautiful, cheerleading, and she had her head on her shoulders. And my son was a graduate. He was doing things, he wanted to be a producer, He had high potential. I just felt like I lost all my, I never knew that it would end so soon like this.
Chadney Allen Sr. cannot believe his two children, 17-year-old Kara and 19-year-old Chadney Jr. are gone. Police say their stepfather shot them both in front of their mother to punish her because she wanted a divorce and he suspected she had been cheating.
I know they were calling for me. I know my daughter. They was wishing I was there to help them.
Dearborn Heights police say Gregory Green also murdered his own biological daughters, 6-year-old Coy and 4-year-old Kaylee. Green's brother claims the children's mother, Faith Green, knew her husband murdered his first wife, Tanya.
Like I got hit by a semi-truck because I had no idea that guy was who he was.
I was totally just numb.
We talked on the phone to Monica Johnson. It was her cousin, Tanya Green, who Gregory Green murdered in 1991. Tanya's oldest daughter, Danielle, hid in a closet. Her youngest, Bridget, had cerebral palsy and was not injured. But Tanya was pregnant with Green's baby when he stabbed her to death.
The last stab when they still went through the baby's heart, and that's what actually killed the baby.
The family was devastated a second time when Green was only sentenced to 15 years in prison.
I hope he never sees daylight again.
The father of two of Green's latest murder victims wishes he had known that Green murdered his first wife and unborn child.
I don't even think any punishment could fit the crime. If we had the electric chair, I would want him to fry.
And in 1992, Gregory Green's own mother asked the judge for leniency in that murder case. She said, quote, "I don't believe a long sentence will make him any better because he has suffered already and will continue to suffer for the rest of his life." She died several years ago, never knowing he would be charged again with the same crime. Reporting live in downtown.
All right, y'all. So this happened in Detroit. Okay. Apparently, everything is allegedly on here, but apparently he had a wife before, back in the 90s. She was pregnant. He stabbed her to death. He went to prison. Make a long story short, he went to prison. Served 15 years in prison. When I tell y'all the twist that y'all gonna see on here tonight on PGT Time, gonna blow y'all mind. But he went to prison, did 15 years, served 15 years. He ended up getting out. Got out, going to church all the time, I guess, apparently, and met this young lady. Ended up having 2 kids by her, which was the last 2. She already had 2 kids, which was the light-skinned guy that y'all just saw, his kids. The oldest. Which is the oldest 2, that was 19 and 17. Yeah, 19 and 17. Something like that. And he literally shot them in the head in front of their mom. Now I'm telling y'all now.
That's a punishment.
I ain't even hold y'all on this one. I ain't hold y'all. I got the mama talking in court to him as well, telling her last words before he get locked up. So I took time on this. I really did. So we're going to go ahead and move on to the next clip. This is Faith Green's story. The Faith Green story. Okay? It really laughing. She got cut. It looked like Poolie said, it looked like it's on both sides. But she got cut from her ear down. And he was gonna kill her. He thought she was dead. Let's say that. He thought she was dead. But God had another plan. Here we go. Hey, I'm sorry. You mad at her? You said I'm gonna kill everybody. I'm mad at her though, but I'm gonna kill my kids, her other kids, and her. And out of everybody, she survives. She survived. You and her survives. And you done killed these kids. But you and her survived.
You tried to kill herself?
We just gonna say he tried to kill herself. Allegedly, everything allegedly.
Well, he don't look like he
he didn't try to kill himself. He did.
He's like, fuck it.
But I'm just saying, that's how ironic is that? You and her are the only 2 that was left on here, but you done took out both of y'all kids. You done took them out. Thinking that you're going to take out their mama too. But the mama make it. Here we go.
How are you doing? I mean,
We're going to begin with scores of people saying goodbye to 4 siblings, 2 teenagers and 2 small girls. 4 caskets side by side, Detroit First Church of the Nazarene in Farmington Hills. It's a heartbreaking image no mother should ever have to face. Caring people packed the pews to lend their support to their mother, Faith Green, lifting her up as she copes with enormous heartbreak. She told police their father and stepfather killed the children, forcing her to watch the murders of the 2 oldest kids and then attacking her as well. The teens, Kara and Chadney Allen Jr., 17 and 19 years old. The small girls, Kaylee and Coy, 4 and 6 years old. They were honored in a heartwarming service.
I just want to say thank you to everyone on behalf of my children, on behalf of me and my family. I love everyone that showed me love back, love my kids, and they were powerful. My son and my daughter, also no babies. They weren't birds to this world. They were going to be powerful individuals for this future.
wrong. Nothing wrong.
Amen. Shout out to God. Shout out to God. Shout out to God. T-shirts coming soon. Shout out to God one more time. Can y'all imagine the hurt and the pain this man is going through? I'm going to say is. Because I know he still ain't over it. He still have not gotten past this. And those was his only 2 kids.
No.
Those was his only 2 kids, allegedly. Those was his only 2 kids. And a whole nother man done took him out. And to sit there, to me, it seemed like this mother was a great mother. Great mother. And to sit there and have her watch as you kill her kids right there with a gun. You shot them in their heads right in front of them. And I ain't even record what he had to say, but I watched it. This story was so hard. It was hard to bring. So I could not bring y'all everything that I saw. It was too heartbreaking. But for him to get up there, for his last words of what he gonna say where everybody can hear him, he says, y'all ain't the ones to judge. Only God can judge. He apologized. He said he was sorry. He hate that it went this far. But only God knows. Y'all broke my heart. But I wanted y'all to hear some of what Faith, which is the mother, what she said.
But he is telling the truth.
About what?
What he just said.
That only God can judge.
And only Lord knows.
And only Lord knows. I agree. But it ain't nothing that's bad that you had to take your kids up out of here.
Again, I'm not here to
and her other 2 kids.
I'm just not that dude.
No, you're not. I thank God. Oh, I thank God. Whew.
Not here to judge nobody.
Amber, hey, Amber.
Like judgment, I am sorry. Didn't mean for it to sound like judgment, but
Amber, is it you or your sister that moving back to South Bend? And if it was you, did you move back yet? Let me know. Let me know, cuz I'll just say OMG.
That is, man, dude. How could she even fool with the dude after she knew about the murder of the first wife?
And remember, I said there is a plot twist to this. Oh, it's a twist. This twist
There's
gone.
No twist.
Baby. When I tell y'all, when y'all see this twist, I'm telling you now, don't go nowhere. We finna play this next clip. And we got another clip after that, which is a recent clip on like yesterday or day before yesterday when I found it. So the next clip after this one that I'm finna play. But I'm telling y'all now, don't leave before the plot twist, because y'all gonna be blown away. Blown away. All right. This is her at the sentencing. You know, she had her words that she had to say. And here she go.
But while I stand up here trembling with fear, I put on my bravest face to be in the same room with the man who murdered all 4 of my children. 2 of them violently in front of me with a gun, Chadney and Kara. And he killed my other 2 babies, Coy and Kaylee, with a hose that ran from the tailpipe of his car to where they were innocently sleeping. As if that wasn't enough, let me tell you about some of the devastation that it has actually done to me and my family. My short-term memory is gone. Doctors tell me it's my brain protecting me from the memories of my children being shot in their heads right in front of me, while I was gagged, duct taped, and zip-tied. Every time I find strength to get out of bed, as soon as I walk, I'm in extreme pain, sharp pain, from where he shot me in my foot. They don't know if I'll ever walk again without pain. Think about that for a second. Never being able to walk without pain. My doctors say I have post-traumatic stress disorder. That's where the migraines and nightmares come from. Sometimes I dream of the night all this happened and wake up screaming and sweating, thinking that I can save my children somehow. Then I realize that the nightmare is actually reality and my children are really gone, and I try to find the strength to start my day somehow. Other times, there's just crazy nightmares that I wake up from in fear and try to understand them, but I'm told that they all link back to this horrific experience I have had. I can't think of the last time I really rested without medication. I can still feel the zip ties around my wrist, and it triggers horrible memories of that night. There's times I find myself drifting off into thought and then realize I'm not thinking of anything. I'm empty, lost. I'm lost, not really knowing what to do with myself, just existing day to day. I miss my children so much that words will never be able to explain. All I ever wanted to be was a mother, a wife, have a happy family, raise my children to be productive members of society, and be happy. The reality I face now is this will never happen for me. Time will never heal this wound. I will always be empty. A part of me will always be missing. If the day ever comes when I do wake up and it's not the first thing that I think about, when I look in the mirror, I will always be reminded by the scars he put on my face, cutting me from my ears to my chin with a razor blade box cutter. The pain on the left side of my face never goes away. He cut me so deep that it severed multiple nerves that may never heal correctly. I lost so much blood. I was in critical condition for days. I should have died. Some days I wish I would have. He has scarred me for life. My whole family is devastated emotionally by what has happened. But it has extremely been hard on my parents. They love their grandchildren with all their heart.
That shit make my hair hurt.
I know. And it's going, and it might start hurting when we get to the last clip. Now, remember she said, y'all, that her parents and her parents is taking it hard, but she said her dad is taking it the hardest. And y'all are going to see why her dad is taking it the hardest. I feel so sorry for this man. I really did. Really, really did. But the next clip, no, I'm not gonna play that clip just yet. This next clip that I'm finna play.
Sit up here and butter or something like that, and then I'm not gonna play the clip.
That's how we do over here.
I don't even want to see nothing else right now.
You gonna see it?
I don't want to see nothing.
Anyway, so the clip that we finna play now.
I ain't gonna pay no attention to it.
Well, don't pay attention to it. My viewers is my friends, my peaches, and Mr. Peachtas.
Man, I'm ready for that buttery shit you just
It's coming. It's coming. It's coming right after this clip, y'all. But this clip is what they just posted the day before yesterday. So this is what she looks like now. This is what she's going through now as of real time. Here we go.
It has been 6 years since that night in 2016, and despite the trauma she continues to deal with, Faith Green is using her story to help others.
You never get used to it because you still always expect them to walk through the door, you know. You just find a way to cope with it.
Coping. That's the best way Faith Green can describe her life 6 years after she witnessed her husband murder her 4 children in their Dearborn Heights home.
How are you keeping your children's legacy alive?
I'm working on something in honor of my son. Chadney graduated from Specs Howard, so I was so proud of him for that, for digital media arts. And then he was just starting his business, so I want to, do something with his artwork.
Oh, nice.
So, and then Kara, she was trying to get into the medical program, so I want to do something for like future scholarships. Mm-hmm. And then with the girls, they were younger, probably maybe something with lip gloss like I was doing before, and donate to like a family. So, but it's definitely something to keep their memories alive in honor of them.
Would you say that there were red flags that you ignored, and if so, what were some of those?
I can say the red flags were, mood swings, the arguments for no reason, or, basically it was like being married but single. He just paid the bills, but he didn't want to be interactive. And then it got to the point where it was like, you know, he didn't want the older two there, really.
Faith would file for divorce 3 times, including the last about a month before the incident. For women in similar situations, she wants them to know this.
The one thing that I didn't realize at the time that I found out after is when you're preparing to leave, that's the most dangerous time, which I knew I didn't even know, you know. And in my mind, I'm just like, well, I'm just preparing. I just want to save money so I can just, you know, get my kids out of there and just get our own place. But, you know, I didn't know his mindset, you know.
You know, I remember how brave you were when you faced Gregory in court.
While I stand up here trembling with fear, I put on my bravest face to be in the same room with the man who murdered all 4 of my children. 2 of them violently.
You said something to the effect that you were not going to let this hurt you the way he wanted it to, or you were gonna be strong.
Right.
How do you feel about that now? Do you feel that to be true?
Yes, even though I have my days where I'm down or I feel like I want to give up, but I can't because I have to keep going on for my children.
And prove his ass wrong that he ain't gonna piss you off to that point.
That's hard though.
It is.
Poolie, you see how I am. Okay, y'all. This is a moment of me and Poolie, okay? This is a moment of me and Poolie. I'm acting like y'all ain't here. So it's a moment of me and Poolie. Poolie, you know how I am with Kirsten and Trey. You know how I am with them. Like, my kids are my everything, along with you. But my kids is like, I love my babies. I love them. And to sit there and go through that and be strong up there, you know I'm a crybaby. I'm gangster. Don't get it twisted. But I'm a crybaby. And I can see myself just crying every day, not opening up the door for nobody, not answering the phone for nobody, just sitting here in the room with my door closed.
Be looking like Janet Jackson and How Did I Get Married To?
Yeah.
Y'all remember that clip? When she was in there going crazy.
It was going crazy. Janet. Let me
That's-
applaud Janet. Shout out to Janet Jackson.
Great performance.
Great performance.
You
And that was
you
when
was crazy.
Michael died. Michael died around that time too, because remember she had to take the break. She had to take the break.
No.
Yes. Yes. There. How Did I Get Married To? Yep. I can definitely.
Oh, you talking about her brother?
Yeah, Michael Jackson. When he died. That was around that same time when she was filming at that time. Yep, she was filming at that time. But yeah, I could just see myself just in a slumber. Like, F my job. Just forget everything. I'm just gonna sit here and just cry and cry and cry till I make myself sick. Cause I'm like, I love my babies. You don't expect for your kids to leave before you. I got friends / sisters that has lost 2 of their kids, lost 1 of their child. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is a heartbreaking thing when you lose your child, especially to gun violence.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Or especially to the damn daddy. And it wasn't even their daddy. The oldest 2. The youngest 2 was his. But the oldest 2 wasn't his. But you took them all out. You could have told them, go run to your daddy house.
They were married, right?
Yeah. But he could have said, go run to y'all daddy house. I got some business I got to take care of here with mine and my kids. With my kids and my wife. Even though that wasn't the right thing to do either. But I'm just saying. You could have let them kids go. Them was not your kids. To take them up out of here like that. That was just dirty and wrong. And you gon' like the other girl said about her baby daddy that threw the baby in the river. You gonna reap what you sow. That's sad. Okay, y'all. So here is the clip that you all have been waiting for. This is our last clip for the night. This is the plot twist that's gonna blow your mind. Here we go.
How Gregory Green, the man charged with murdering his 4 children, earned his parole. Good to have you with us for Local 4 News at 6. 2 weeks to the day after the quadruple Dearborn Heights murders, and the surprises just keep on coming.
But listen to this, Devin. Gregory Green earned his parole 8 years ago, and the help came from the now grieving grandfather. Brad Maloney joins us now. He's got this part of the story. You've been on this from the start. And can you tell us more about this new and stunning revelation?
Well, yes, it turns out that Gregory Green, the man who's charged with murdering the 4 children, had a good relationship with his future father-in-law because he was also his pastor. And his father-in-law had gone to bat for him to get him out of prison on his first murder. Faith Green unexpectedly appeared in court today in a wheelchair, a puzzling question all along what and whether she knew about her husband's murderous past. Faith's ex and father of her 2 oldest children, Chadney Allen Sr., told Local 4 News the day after the carnage.
I didn't know any of that, and I'm surprised. I'm so shocked. I'm wondering, did she know about it? You know, how could she not know about it and be involved with someone like that? She had 2 kids with the guy.
Well, it turns out Faith and her family knew well Green served 16 years in state prison for stabbing his pregnant wife to death in 1996. MDOC documents chronicling Green's repeated attempts at parole show Faith's father, Apostle Fred Harris, seen here at the funeral, back to the camera and the gray hair, not only knew Green, but visited him in prison and even wrote support letters. In an August 2005 letter to the parole board, he said, quote, "Gregory and I were friend before his mishap, and he was incarcerated. I feel he has paid for his unfortunate lack of self-control and the damage he has caused as much as possible and is sorry. This will not restore the lives that were taken. He will carry that with him for the rest of his life." Then the next year, he wrote, quote, "While interacting with Gregory, I have noticed a great deal of growth, and his understanding has matured quite a bit," end quote. Meantime, Michigan Attorney General Bill Schuette is deeply concerned only 2 parole board members approved Green's 2008 parole.
We'll look at it. I'm sure there are a lot of interested people looking into this, and I'll be one of those.
Usually it takes 3 people to sign off on a parole, but the first 2 had actually voted the same way, which means it was an automatic win in that particular case as it pertains to just that parole. So they'll be taking a look at that. But it should be pointed out here that the father-in-law, Fred, was the pastor, and it was part of his ministry to try and help out people in prison. And when he got out in 2008, Gregory Green, when he got out, it was 2 years later that he married Fred's daughter. Back to you.
So I want to ask you, did Fred introduce Gregory Green to his daughter? I mean, have you been able to reach Fred Harris?
They were in the same church together. We don't know the specifics of that, Carmen. And in fact, I reached out to Fred today to try and talk to him. We got him on the phone, and he said that he's just desperately trying to pull his family together and deal with this terrible tragedy. But he said perhaps sometime down the road we can talk to him, and when we get that opportunity, we will certainly be asking that question.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I rock on.
Baby, I told y'all that was a twist for your
Pastor
ears.
need to go to jail right along with him.
He said the pastor need. No. The pastor do not need to go to jail. I would not let you say that.
You knew this motherfucker wasn't right.
He thought he changed.
That was your friend.
No, he thought he changed.
No, he said that was his friend before he got incarcerated the first time.
But
before he got incarcerated the first time, that was his friend. And while he was incarcerated, he continued to talk to him, saw that he cleaned up, and went to bat for him.
He went to bat for him. He did.
That was his friend.
He was a preacher, though.
That was his friend.
But he still was a preacher.
But that was his friend.
All preachers ain't right. But he was a preacher. I am not the one to say which preacher is right and which preacher is not right, except for Eddie Long.
And then you turn around and let this man date your daughter.
Except for Eddie Long. That's it. But besides Eddie Long,
anybody, bro, but not my daughter.
Yeah, he allowed him to date his daughter.
Not my daughter.
He allowed him to
not
date.
My
not
daughter.
only date, but marry his daughter, and I'm sure he walked her down the aisle.
They on one of them.
I'm sure of it. Then she ended up, she knew about it. She knew he had killed his wife. And she turns around and have 2 kids by him. and got married to him. And he sat there and killed her kids. All 4 of them. She only had 4 kids. He killed 1, 2.
How old was the last
The 2 oldest, 3 and 4. The 2 youngest, that was his.
How old was the youngest?
They probably was like, I think they said 4 and 7, 4 and 6, somewhere up in there. Y'all know I don't write nothing down, everything straight off the dome. You already know. But that I didn't remember.
She got that hat on pretty tight.
It's sad, y'all. That was sad. That's why that was saved for last. I pray for all the families that we have spoke on tonight. Each person that was murdered, they didn't murder the entire family. They may have murdered the entire immediate family, but they didn't murder the entire family. So it's family members that is grieving. But everybody that we showed tonight, literally everybody, all the way to Athena, the 7-year-old, and the FedEx driver. So y'all make sure y'all check on y'all loved ones. Make sure y'all pray for each other at night. Pray for your friends. All that. Because this world is getting crazier and crazier. You can't even go to Walmart, y'all. You can't even go to Walmart without wondering if something finna happen before you hurry up and get your groceries. Don't let it look like something finna happen, baby. You scared. You might leave all your groceries up in there and be like, I'm gone. I'll go to another Walmart. I'll go to Kroger's. I'll go to Ingles. Let me just get up out of here. Don't go to Food Depot. You might as well say you want to walk into fire. Not saying stuff happened at Food Depot. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that at all. But to me, the Food Depot I know, everybody hood that go up in there. That's all I'm saying. Allegedly. Allegedly. So that's it for tonight, y'all. We have covered everything. I have a great show for you guys tomorrow with a very, very special guest to surprise our guest for tomorrow. So please make sure y'all tune in. Mama Peach says something was wrong with that pastor to allow his daughter to marry that man. He is at fault too.
See?
That's what Poolie said. Poolie, that's what you said. Mama Peach agreed with you. Mama Peach, Poolie said he need to go to jail too. That's what Poolie said. I just thought I'd say that. But okay, y'all, we finna be out of here. I gotta hurry up and get planned for tomorrow show. Plus, I go get my hair done tomorrow. So when I come on tomorrow, I'll be a whole new look. A whole new look, baby. Poolie, look, there she go. I agreed. I I love you, Mama Peace, so much. I just love you. I love you, girl, so much. My mama is my best friend, y'all. She my best friend. I love her so much. She's so understanding. And she love me. She love me so much too. So we just all love each other. But we gotta get off here. Thank y'all so much. Tune in tomorrow for my very first actor that will be on the show tomorrow. Yes. And we already, baby, let me tell you, I already had somebody that reached out to me and was like, oh, you got him on the show tomorrow. But it's true. She was like, oh, you got him on the show tomorrow. Oh my gosh, I've been liking him ever since I met him. He is so cute. But he is married. He's happily. Don't do that one. He's happily married. I must say, he's happily. No, that. He's happily married. But yes, you guys, I love you all so much. Thank you for joining. Make sure y'all follow me on all platforms. Like, share this video just as well. I don't know what else. I think that's it. But follow me on all platforms. Okay. And be on the lookout. 2023, baby. Peachy Tea Time. Roku TV. We already got folks lined up. That's all I'm going to say. They got their thing together. They know what they bringing. And they ready to join the Peachy Tea Time Network. So I'm telling y'all now, if you want to join the Peachy Tea Time Network, you need to go on ahead and get in. Because why is you doing it?
Move my hair out the way so they can see what's behind.
Because I'm like, don't make it look like I'm lying. Because that's how you just did. Like, this nigga lying. No, I'm so serious. We have a lineup for y'all that's joining Peachy Tea Time Network. Not Peachy Tea Time, but Peachy Tea Time Network. And they are dope people with dope entertainment that they're going to bring you all. I'm sure y'all gonna like it. It will strictly be on Roku TV. Yes. So I definitely will be promoting different different people that's gonna be on the network. Different entertainment that's gonna be on the network. I will be promoting it so that y'all can just go on there. Their videos will be pre-recorded, so you can go on there and watch it at any time. It won't be live. But I'm telling y'all, baby, we don't know who gonna pick up the Peachy Tea Time Network on cable TV. We don't know. But I tell you one thing, we finna act like we know. Hey, Tyler. What's up, Tyler? Oprah. You too. Hey, girl. I get a car. I get a car. I get a car. I get a car. Hey. But you laughing now. I see you laughing. Who laughing at? He laugh at everything I say and do. But
I was looking at the comments to see if they was in the comments.
I ain't thinking about Pooley. But thank you, Mama Peach. Mama Peach said, great show tonight, baby. Great show. Thank you, Mama Peach. Y'all know what y'all gotta do. You already know. You gotta listen to my baby. You gotta listen to our babies. Now he's having fun. We finna go before he start having more fun. I love you guys. Bye. Me too. Peachy time.